Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 40, and today we're returning with two massive games with our Canaries as we have our first trip to Wembley in the save as we take on Liverpool in the FA Cup semi-final, then Everton away in the Premier League in a huge battle for European football. Before we get to the games though, shall I know what you've been getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our victory over Chelsea in the last 8 of the FA Cup. Third time's the charm, finally, we reach Wembley and into the semi-finals. And of course, our big 2-1 victory away in West London against Fulham. Just the 3 games off camera, as you can see, 1 Premier League game and our Europa Conference League quarter-final against Vitesse. Now, I did say if the first leg was quite a tight one, I'll come back and play the second leg. But as you can see, well, let me tell you what happened for this game here. We're away in the Netherlands against Vitesse in the first leg, and I don't know if you guys are the same, but sometimes when you're playing through Football Manager, you might often like set your team, do the team talk, kick off, and then go make a cup of tea or whatever. That's what I did for this game here. I went downstairs to make a cup of tea when I kicked off the game, and I thought, I'll come back, it'll be half time. It might be like, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 perhaps, you never know. And at half time, we were leading by 4 goals to 0. I was like, right, in the next episode then, we're doing Liverpool and Everton. So yeah, we were 4-0 up at the break. Adam Ida scored 2 of his 3 goals in the first half. Bionic Legs scored with a header as well, which was nice to see. And Ida wrapped up the game towards the later stages, as he won the first leg in the Netherlands by 5 goals to 0. Following out a goalless draw back in the Premier League at home to West Brom. Bit of a big slip up there, but in the second leg of the quarter-final against Vitesse, we won once again very comfortably, even with a fully rotated side by 4 goals to 2. With all due respect to the teams in this Europa Conference League, we're like a cut above, really, to be honest. I mean, now we've got Atalanta in the semi-finals, so it is going to be a lot tougher for us to make the final. But in the games we've had so far in the group stage and the first 2 knockout rounds as well, it's kind of like if you put Liverpool in League 2. It's like, yeah, they might slip up in 1 or 2 games, but for the most part, they should be playing at a higher level. And that's how I felt about our competition this year in the Europa Conference League. We should be playing in the Europa League minimum, really. So, anyway, the semi-final is going to be against Atalanta. So, despite saying that, I think we've got the favourite to the competition now in the Final 4. You can see the other teams in there are Borussia Dortmund and Panathinaikos. So, I think Atalanta or Borussia Dortmund are the favourites here. And I think it'll be very tough indeed if we are to make the final. The first leg will be coming in the very next episode. But yep, today we've got Liverpool and Everton and right now in the Premier League. As you can see on the back of that goalless draw against West Brom, we're still outside the top 7 and we're 4 points behind Spurs. We had a slightly better goal difference record, but Spurs of late have had one of the best forms in the division. Haven't lost a game in their last 5. We've only won 2 of our last 5, so 6 games to go. It's still possible, but that slip up against West Brom is very damaging indeed. And I don't think there's anything else to show you off camera other than who won the first FA Cup semi-final yesterday. And as you can see, Watford stunned Spurs and beat them by 2 goals to 0 to reach the final yesterday. Question is, can we now draw motivation and inspiration from the Hornets victory there and dump out Liverpool in the Final 4? I'm not overly confident. I just wanted to reach Wembley this season and finally we've done it. If we go out here, I won't be too concerned. We've only beat Liverpool once in 9 games in the series. I'm not too confident, but come on Norwich, it's been a great unbeaten run. Let's see if we can pull off a heroic victory here. So on the injury report right now, we've got a few players that are quite tired. Will Rose and Jokic not fit enough to play any part of this game, but other than that, everyone is fit. And of course, stick with the Gegenpress as we've been using it since the unbeaten run began. We haven't lost a game since back away against Spurs in January. What a run this has been for Norwich City. Unbelievable. I changed from the 4-2-3-1 and look what happens. So for the game today, Dean, our cup goalkeeper, is between the sticks, and the back 4 is Lewis, Benkovic, Godfrey and Aarons with Sander, Longstaff and Maddison through the middle of the park. Ize's on the left, Buendia's on the right, and of course that man, Ryan Brewster, our top scorer this season, is leading the line. On the bench, Farines, Basia, Madu, Thompson, Dembele, Vasilic and Ida as well. First game, it's our first outing at Wembley. Come on you Canaries, let's pull off the impossible and make the final. Liverpool's team, 4-3-1-2, absolutely superb lineup. Really good defence, fantastic all-round midfield, and a duo of Mane and Salah. Yeah, I really rate our team. I think we've made some fantastic improvements to it since we got promoted back to the Premier League, but I just can't see us getting through here. I really can't. So I'm going to say to the boys here, passionately, I expect you to come back after the match as finalists. Oh, what? You know, it's not a good sign when your captain is confused by your pre-match team talk in a cup semi-final. Ben, Dean, believe in yourselves, lads. We've only lost one game since the calendar year began. We can do this. 2 minutes in, first highlight, Liverpool. Tielemans, long, Dybala, one-on-one. Oh, straight at Dean. Shocking attempt from the Argentine. Well, maybe Dean and Ben are right to be confused with my pre-match team talk. Already the Reds one-on-one. Terrible attempt, though. I know we're underdogs, but again, the form we've been in this season, and after Watford beating Spurs yesterday, that's got to be inspirational, right? But as Guerrero wins it back off Brewster, Mane knocks it on and past Ben Godfrey, and Sadio is through and drags it wide. It's all Liverpool in the early stages. Maddison, long ball, and Brewster. Oh, Ryan! That's the man you wanted to fall to, Brewster. What was that? 2 1-on-1s, first Dybala, then Rian, and both efforts so tame, the goalkeeper just scoops it up, and as Mane sent forward, Dean makes a really good save at his near post to deny the former Southampton man. Action-packed start to the semi. I'm going to say to the boys, get creative out there, get creative. See if you can get a chance in this first half, other than the Brewster miss, to get ourselves in front. Maddison's on a 7.0 right now, and I'll tell you this, James has really picked his form. He had such a poor start to the season, but he's been much better in the second half of the campaign. And I feel like playing deeper as well is really beneficial for him too. Anyway, half-time, still 0-0. It's been an action-packed first half, but at the moment I'm satisfied with this. You've been unlucky so far, lads. You've been unlucky. We've done all right. I'll individually criticise Brewster for the miss, and also possibly criticise Aaron's on a 6.6 right now. But other than that, we're doing okay. No change to tactics or personnel. We're doing all right. Jamal is going to play it infield to Maddison, and a nice first-time ball as he hits it out left to Eze, and as Abrechi comes infield and finds Maddison again, now Buendia takes over, and Berger hits it long to Max. Oh, what a goal that would have been. You know, Aarons has had some interest from big clubs in this Premier League. He has got a pre-concern as well. He's considering whether it's time to leave to a bigger club. I wouldn't be surprised if one of our star players does leave in the summer, and I don't want it to be Max. Such a great right back as Benkovic loses out to his man and Godfrey heads the cross away. Rafael Guerrero shot down by Aarons, but he'll cross into the middle. Mane shot blocked by Godfrey. Is it a penalty? I think it is. It is. Godfrey, the captain, gives away the penalty, and Paulo Dybala gives Liverpool the lead. Oh, skipper. Biggest game of the series, and the captain's let me down. Because we play on 2D, it's one of those moments where you've got to use your imagination a little bit of what happened there. I'm going to imagine Godfrey slipped a little bit and just tripped his man to give Liverpool the spot kick. Dybala converts it, 26 minutes to go. Oh, I can't believe it. Ben! You know, he's made some key mistakes during this series, but I still trust him as my captain. I gave him a new extension during the season. I still really like him, but that's a big mistake there. And now his salary's in behind Benkovic. This could be 2. And what a big block by Berger. And Brewster today on a 6.5. In the biggest of games, Rian just does not perform well. Eze's on a 6.4. I'm going to take him off of Dembele and swap he and Buendia around. Longstaff's on a booking. I'm going to bring on Ben Thompson, who's performed well this season and operating as a box-to-box. I'm also going to bring Sander Berger up a little bit higher as well. And also as well, we will go as high as we can, run at defence and work the ball into the box and distribute quickly when we get possession with our goalkeeper too. 15 minutes to go, still time, but not much of it. Throw for Norwich. 5 minutes to go. I've kept Brewster out there just in case he gets another chance because I believe he'll come good in the late stages if he gets one. But as Godfrey sends it down the line, Guerrero slips. Oh! Rian Brewster, yes, get in. Oh, Guerrero, why didn't you let it run out of play? Shocking lapse of concentration by the left back. Then Belly off the bench, whips it in, and there he is, Brewster, the big boy, coming up clutch. Oh no. Oh, it's cleared. No. Oh no, Benkovic. Oh, what a save, Dean Henderson. Benkovic allowed Curtis Jones through there. Shocking from the Croatian. He's nervous out there, no surprise. But Dean Henderson, what a save. Forces extra time. Brewster coming up big. Dean with the crucial stop. 30 more minutes, baby. Come on, Norwich. I'm going to keep it calm in the dressing room. Keep it calm, even though I'm far from calm. And say to the boys, don't let this slip away from you now. We've been the better team, and we need to show it in extra time. 30 minutes to go to gain confidence from that. I've got 2 more changes to make. but I'll leave things as they are for now. Here we go, extra time. I don't see it going to penalties, and I don't fancy our chances on penalties either. Obviously, we lost in the quarterfinals last year on the spot kicks, and it'll be heartbreak if we lose in the semis on spot kicks. The Salah is through. Oh, composure, excellence, brilliance from Mohamed Salah, but Benkovic, oh, he's really let me down today. He just seemed to hesitate. Salah runs around him and the goalkeeper too, and pops it into the open goal. Benkovic, once again, just loses his man. Salah's through. It's brilliant. It's 2. I mean, let's be honest, they've been a better team today. They've had 6 clear-cut chances. They deserve to have won the game in normal time, really, but I think that might well be the goal that sends Liverpool in to the FA Cup final. Gutted. Maddison to Thompson, and out to his left-hand side is Buendia and Jamal. He'll find the former as Emmy gets inside. Oh, fabulous save by Alisson. Come on, lads. This is a route to the Europa League next season and a real chance at silverware, because I'd make us favourites in the final against Watford. But our chances of going all the way are now hanging by a thread. 15 minutes to go. I think it's over. Long ball forward. Tolisso gets around Jamal Lewis. And Salah's shot blocked by Benkovic, but it'll drop straight to Tolisso, and Salah denied by Henderson, and that would have been the dagger. Van Dijk hits it to Tielemans, and Liverpool, sensing that a third goal is on the cards here. If they get it, it's game over, and as Firmino's in behind the back line, he's cut it across to Mohamed Salah, and oh, Salah! How has he not finished that? Too cool. Liverpool are just keeping us in this game at the moment by not taking their chances. Going to bring on Ida and play him up top alongside Brewster. Might as well concede a third by going for the equaliser now with 5 minutes to go. I think that is going to do it. And it's going to be heartbreak for Norwich City. Well, we forced extra time, but we go no further. Our first trip to Wembley, and it ends in tears. Liverpool through to the finals to face Watford. They deserved it. They played the better football. They were the better team. And I'll say to the boys, unlucky. It would have been nice to be in there, but it wasn't to be. We gave it our all. But it doesn't change the fact that we still haven't won a piece of silverware in our 5 seasons. Now, of course, we still got the Europa Conference League, which is definitely a winnable competition as well. But, oh, man, with Watford to come in the final, rock bottom of the Premier League table. I mean, let's be honest here. We surely would have won that had we made it through the semis. But 1 route to Europe has now gone. 2 to go. The Premier League and also the Europa Conference League too. Everton away next. Got to win this game and bounce back. However, there is some good news, because advancing through to the game, Spurs just drew at home to Fulham 1-1, which means that heading into the game, we do have a chance to cut the gap in our game in hand. As you can see right now, the gap now 5 points. Win this and it becomes 2 with 5 games remaining. But away at Everton right now, desperate to stay in the top 4 against Eddie Howe's side, who've been the informed team all season long. I'm not feeling confident after no wins in our last 2 domestic games. But come on, Norwich City. Yes, the FA Cup's gone, but we can still qualify in the Premier League. So into the game, we'll stick with the 4-1-2-3 despite the loss at Wembley. Make a few changes to our lineup though after playing 2 hours worth of football on the weekend. And this will be our lineup. Farina's back in goal. Back for Asana Bria, who I've been impressed with this season. Basia, Godfrey and Aarons with Longstaff, Ben Thompson and Sander Berger as our midfield trio now. Vasilic is on the left-hand side. Then Bele's on the right. And of course, the second highest goal scorer in the season this year, Ryan Brewster, will be up top once again. On the bench, Henderson, Akawa, Madu, Fernandez, Ize, Buendia and Adam Ida as well. I feel if we lose this game here, our chance of making Europe in the Premier League is all but over. Come on, you Canaries. Look at how good Carl Crowley's been this season. I could have signed him in the summer. 10 goals in 32 games for the 19-year-old man. Oh, that's the one that got away for me. He's not the one that got away, he's the one I didn't decide to make a move on. Sanabria to Thompson. And now the young Argentine left-back takes over as Vukasin Vasilic will roll it through to Matty Longstaff. And as Berger slides it through, Brewster! Oh, yes! I'll tell you this right now, if we do make 7th, it's all because of this man. 28 goals in the season, and he's done it again. He could still win the Golden Boot and take over from Haaland, but I'm sure he doesn't care about that. He just wants Norwich to stay in European football. Lovely ball by Sander, and Brewster with the early goal. This is the way to respond. FA Cup semi-final heartbreak. Pick yourselves up, lads. Go out there a few days later and get a big win in a big game on the road. As Alex Iwobi drives forward, he plays it long to Icone. He beats Sanabria, and Pinamonti is through. And oh, well, Pinamonti has put the Toffees back on level terms. Our lead lasts all of 7 minutes. Andrea Pinamonti, so reliable in my Roma years in my FIFA career mode, and so deadly for Everton this season. 23 goals for the Italian. Eddie Howe's side right back on level terms. Now don't capitulate, lads. Come on. What did I just say? What did I just say? Don't capitulate. Adley picks the ball up, and he's had more assists than anyone else this season in the Premier League, and he almost got Everton's second goal as well. Just off target, still 1-1. I think the last time I checked, it was 15 assists this season for the midfielder, as Sander hits it long to Brewster. He's been sensational for Eddie Howe's team, as Dembele drives forward and cuts inside to shoot, and Jordan Pickford turns over the bar. Certainly more goals in this game, no question. Just looking at the table now as Matty Longstaff whips in the corner, and oh, Vasilic denied by a brilliant save by Pickford. Everton so close to clinging on to Champions League football. Both teams need a win today. A draw does neither side a favour. Vasilic down the left-hand side, stepping in field and putting it wide of the post. He just hasn't done well enough this season, Vukes. He had a great debut year for us last season, but again, it is worth pointing out, and I say this in his defence, he spent a lot of time this season playing on the left-hand side, which isn't his preferred role, but it's hard to play him up top when Ida is the top scorer in Europe, and of course Brewster, as we know, oh, Vasilic, right on cue, is the second highest scorer in the Premier League. But to be fair to Vuksin as well, I mean, he gets a lot of chances. He just doesn't take them. He needs a loan spell away, I think. Half an hour to go. Still tied at 1-1. Very action-packed game here, just like against Liverpool on the weekend, as Brewster finds Dembele. And as Karamoko gets round his man, he hits it straight at Jordan Pickford. I think that was on his weaker right foot there. There's definitely a winner today. Thompson, Vasilic, Berger, Dembele. Nice quick passing by Norwich as Longstaff hits it long to Aaron's. Lovely football there as Max crosses. Oh, Vasilic! Berger, oh, off the post! Come on! Vasilic is on a 6.2. I don't know whether that header there was goal bound or directed goal bound or not, but it certainly didn't go anywhere close to the goal as Adley floats in the corner. And Pinamonti gets his second. The gap will remain at 4 points. We'll blow our game in hand. And I think if we're going to be playing European football next season, we'll need to win the Europa Conference League. Oh, I can't believe it. Lovely ball by Simons. Laird has Sanabria on his heels and beats him. Wonderful skill, and Farines keeps us in the game. Just 15 minutes to go. Everton are going for the kill. Well, that looks like it's going to do it. We are going to taste defeat once again. And unfortunately, after an amazing unbeaten run in the games where it matters most, back-to-back defeats in the FA Cup semi-final and then away at Goodison Park. Once again, I'm not going to go harsh on my team, and I'll say unlucky boys, it would have been nice to win there, but it wasn't to be. But we could have won it, and we probably should have won it. And that means now as Everton stay in the top 4, they jump into second place and cut the gap on the Red Devils to 4 points. But we spurn the game in hand, and while Spurs slipped up at home to Fulham, they now extend the gap to 5 points. 5 games to go. I don't think we're going to do it in the Premier League. The FA Cup is gone. If we're going to play European football next season, I think we're going to have to win the Europa Conference League. So that was this episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy the episode, despite the heartbreaking defeats against those boys from Merseyside, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And we'll return in the very next episode with games against Atalanta in the first leg of the Europa Conference League semi-final. And then Manchester City away at the Etihad as we try desperately to cling on to a chance of making Europe. Have a great day, guys. Much love. And I'll see you for the next episode. One of the final ones of Season 5 very soon.